Over the years, I've encountered backpackers walking the length of Great Britain and always been inspired. I've decided now's the right time for me to have a go at this myself. This is my video log. Hope you enjoy. So again, most of my route today is going to be different from what I did last time in the Cape Wrath Trail. I'm hoping to be heading up this pass and down over to Loch Maree fairly soon. Am I hallucinating? So that view ahead completely threw me. It wasn't what I was expecting, because it looks like, if that's Loch Maree, it looks like it's ending there, which it can't. I need to go this way. I think it's just obscured by the hills below me. I had to panic, like I thought I'd gone up the wrong pass again like last time. So I had the map out going, what the hell's going on? But yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, that was a bit of an illusion. See, the loch does continue. Do always like coming back down to trees. Well, thankfully there's signs guiding you through the Letterview estate, so it's lush, isn't it? There's also about 6 dogs making sure you go the right way. It says Letterview Regeneration Project 2011. There's been a few closures with trees just growing in them. I'm not sure if they've been planted or just left to regenerate itself. 3 or 4 of them, and the path just winds through them. It's nice. Kind of wondering where the path goes, and then you can see it winding up the other side there. It gives the impression this path isn't very much used, although I'm sure once we get to where the foot traffic for Bealach joins, it'll probably change a bit. Lochs do give you a good sense of how far you come. It's come quite a long way from, we came down off the hillside opposite that peninsula across the way where it narrows. Still quite a way to go, well, a few miles yet. That's the end of the loch. I've just come from there and joined the path down from Sleach. What a difference. That's a bit posh. So although it's been a relatively short day, I've found that really quite tiring. Still got a couple of miles to go yet as well. I'm really hoping to find a pint there at Kinlochewe. Although if I have a pint, I might not get the tent. Nice camping spot. So when I get to the car park, in about a third of a mile ahead, rejoin the main Cape Wrath Trail route down from Loch Maree to Kinlochewe. Totally different feel, this alternative I just did. Again, it's not one in the Harvey maps, but it was one that someone suggested on a comment on YouTube. So, and I had done some of it before, as I say, so I've never been along that shore of Loch Maree though, so yeah, that was definitely very different and very enjoyable, but quite tiring, as you could probably tell. So stayed at the Kinlochewe campsite last night. That worked out well. Arrived at Kinlochewe in the afternoon, about 2:30. Bought some flapjacks and some Tinnock's wafers. Got the tent up, had a shower, put on some clean clothes, and went to the bar for 3 real ales and 3-course meal. I could barely move after. I overdid it, like pretty much rolled into my tent like Jabba the Hutt. That's looking over to the Coolan Pass, and that's the route I went last time. So I was kind of hoping to head off to the right sometime soon and head up a track up that glen there and around to another pass down to Strathcarron eventually. It's a bit of trackless walking on that route, but I'm hoping this clag's going to lift because it is forecast to be nicer later. And the midges were that bad and the dinner was that big last night, I didn't bother with breakfast this morning, so I'm trying to slow down. Might have a wee break if I find some shelter, try and let the weather clear up a bit and get some breakfast in me. So I'm wanting to head up there. It's lovely. I've just come through the Coolan house. It says walkers welcome. Also says beware the dogs. definitely a highlight moment for me, walking up a glen I've never been up before and discovering it to be as beautiful as this. Well, this is where the path runs out. Just to start heading up here. These two horns. And I think I'm basically heading up here. I'm heading up there. Been up above 600 metres for a while. I'm going to drop below that now. Harvey Maps has me going round, not quite the rim of this, but pretty much across to that side and then where the rocky bluffs are. So let's do that. You can see where I've come down behind me. Basically heading for over there. I've just crossed over this and I'm going to start contouring, well, descending gradually down round here. As you can see, I've dropped a fair bit since I was up there, come down behind that lump there. It's basically trying to avoid the steeper ground and the heather up there. I'm down at about 515 metres, trying to follow the Harvey Maps suggestion as well. Track all the way down to Strathcarron, pretty much. Back up to the Bealach Ban where I've come down, where I met and chatted with Kev, the only other Cape Wrath trailer and indeed human I've seen today, well, since leaving Kinlochewe. Last time I came down this glen I was canny crossing with Finn, October 2021. The weather was a bit different, couldn't see this. Fair do with his energy right now to speed up my journey to that pub. I do have a bit of a problem with that, where my enjoyment of the outdoors becomes overcome with a desire for a pint. because it's such a lovely warm sunny evening, I think it's going to be a lager, a cold lager rather than an ale. So one of the things I'm really getting out of this journey so far is kind of linking lots of things I've done in the past, like routes I've done in the past, but also like bringing back memories as well from, I've been around nearly all the Munros around the Cape Wrath Trail and been running around here for years, with the dog, without the dog. It's quite nice to have those memories as you walk back through. It's pretty much power walked that kilometre along the road, but now onto a nice path down by the river. Good morning. What a beautiful calm morning it is too. Set off well before 8 o'clock this morning from Strathcarron, just behind me there. Not the most peaceful of sleeps, as you'd expect, being by a road and a farm and nature. I did say as well there was snipe drumming at 2 AM and there was definitely a deer munching grass outside the tent. But I slept fine in between all of that. I see Loch Maree over in the background there. In fact, I move away from the west coast now, start heading much more east and southeast from now on, so I won't see the west coast for quite some time. I wonder what the significance of the scallop shell is. This is the good track over to Bendronaig Lodge, where I rejoin the other Cape Wrath Trail routes. So most of today I'm on stuff I've already seen. For once, I know this from Munro bagging years ago, this track, but yeah, still looking forward to it. You can see yesterday's route where I came down from Bealach Ban and along the river. So I did manage to get a meal and a few pints at Strathcarron Hotel last night, though when I know I'm going to be spending the night in a sleeping bag, I should really ban myself from Pakora. In fact, I should ban myself from Pakora generally. That's it, rejoined the other route and heading up to Loch Maree and then down to Maol Bhuidhe Bothy. That's where I camped last time. I'm not actually sure where I'm going to camp tonight. I'm definitely going to head down into Glen anyway and make a call from there. Passing by some lovely camping spots, but it's just too early in the day. I'm quite keen to have a fairly long day today to ensure I have a short day tomorrow, because I'm staying at the Clooney Inn as a wee treat. Yeah, to take it, there's no point in just arriving there late after a long day. I'd much rather take advantage of the fact I'm staying there and arrive there nice and early. Also meeting the folks there for the last time on their holiday for a meal. And that's the top. Quite a long steady climb, very gentle, does go on a bit. Mid-walk coffee and breakfast. I'm going to eat the breakfast that I didn't have the other morning at Kinlochewe. It'd be a shame not to on such a lovely day though. And it's going to be a long day, so why the heck not? Get down to the bottom of this Glenelg, I do about a mile down to Carnac, and that's where the two main alternatives of the Cape Path Trail split or converge if you're going north. I'm going to be taking the Great Glen Way alternative this time, because I'm actually trying to walk home. It makes sense for me to use that instead. And head off at Speen Ridge. And those familiar with the route of the Scottish National Trail will recognise that's the route that takes too. There's also like an alternative from what I did before, which is kind of what I'm after. And the good news is the Harvey Maps covers the Great Glen Way alternative too. So I've been coming down here, I'm about here just now, and the main difference is I turn left before the loch ahead, whereas the main route down towards Knoydart turns left south after the loch. So I'll be heading left before that. A guy just came past with his tractor and a trailer full of straw to feed the sheep. On his way back down he shouts, "Jump in the trailer if you want a lift, it's for free." I says, "No, that'll be cheating, but thanks." I don't know, I'm funny that way, like, I say cheating, what am I cheating? Cheating myself, but I want to walk, you know what I mean? Even when my dad was dropping me off at Inverleil, he offered to drop me off a bit before that, so where the road cuts off that I need to take, and I just says, "No, I want to walk it." I guess most people would be the same, I imagine. So I think I'm left here, then up there. So back onto unfamiliar tracks for me, which always gets me a bit excited, especially on a day like today, and I get to see everything, and it's all new. Never been up here on the whole route through towards Altbeath, it's all new to me. Looks like the brother of the Falls of Glomach. You've got to get up there somehow. Fairly decent track, winding up on the eastern side. It kind of cuts off from the track down where the track swings round to the left. Back down there. Good call having that coffee and porridge. So when you get to the top, I think I've just rejoined the track I was on at the start, but taking a more direct route up the path by the falls. One part of that I didn't like, a bit vertigo inducing, where there'd been a landslip, particularly with a pack on my back, you know. But other than that, it's probably good to mention the fact that the track probably takes you up a slightly longer route if you don't like heights, a bit like me. I'll need to start looking for a place to pitch the tent soon. The route stays high for quite some time. It's funny, at the start of the trip I was looking for places that were sheltered from a tent, and now the midges have arrived. That's changed. So I'm now looking west. That's actually the river that goes down the falls of Glomach. I'm eventually going to join that over here. So it's by far the highest I've ever pitched this tent, about 360 odd metres up. So I'll probably get quite cold, so I'll be prepared for that and make sure I've got plenty of layers on before I go to bed. Definitely my favourite of theirs. I've struggled to get the other ones hydrated fully, but this one works great. 560 cals as well. A nice way to end a really good day.